So sorry for the delay on the video. So I want to make buttermilk. So if you want to make buttermilk, you use like this. If you have this ever milk, just use 1 cup of it. If they say buttermilk, you make sure you get 1 cup of milk. Then you will add 1 or 2 tablespoons of vinegar to it, and you have get your buttermilk. So making that buttermilk. So I'm going to add vinegar to it now, white vinegar. We'll be using 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. I'll be using 2 tablespoons of white vinegar like that. So I will set it aside. So now I'll be breaking 2 eggs. We'll be using 2 eggs for this recipe. But if you want to do it in large quantity, you can double the recipe. You can double it. So I'll be using this King's sachet milk, but you can use any other oil, but I prefer using King. I did not see the big one, that is why I go for this King. And if you see the other one too, you can just make sure it's a very clean oil. So I use about 6 sachets there, or 5. So I'll be adding it into the egg. Make sure all your wet ingredients are in one place. So I'll be using 2 cups of flour with 1.5 cup of flour. All what I use, I will list it down below for you to see. So now I'm going to sieve it. Make sure your flour, you level it, please level it. So I'll be adding 2 cups of sugar to it now. 2 cups of sugar, level it also. All what you are doing, make sure you are leveling it. Now I'll be using my whisker to mix it together like that. Then I'll be using 1 teaspoon of baking powder with another 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder, and I'll sieve it with my red velvet color. I'll be using 1/3 because this red velvet color do catch a lot, so just need little quantity. So sieve it to it also. Then you will mix it together like that again. Mix it like that. So we'll now start adding it now. Make a well there. So we'll be adding our wet ingredients inside like that. Pour everything, all our buttermilk, then the egg and oil. Remember, my own oil is not full. My 1 cup of oil is not full. Make sure yours is full, please. So mix it like that very well. Mix it very well like that. Make sure you mix it very well. Make sure you mix it very well so that any lumps will not show inside of it. So I'll be adding 1 cover of butterscotch, but you can use vanilla flavor if you have, but I love butterscotch a lot. So I'll be adding like a 3 drop of that to it, of another this flavor also. So mix it like that very well. Make sure you mix it very well. So now I'll be adding this food coloring, the cover of the food coloring, just 1 cover of it, for it to be very red. But it's optional. If you do not have it, you can just use only that red velvet color. As you can see, that red velvet color itself is even enough. So now I'll be pouring it into our pan. Pour it into it like that. So that is it.